Hey guys, Alan Combies here. Welcome to another video in a series that I call Morning Coffee with Alan. And today, in this video, I wanted to share something that I think is really fundamental when it comes to changing your experience with stress and emotion, changing your relationship, I should say, with stress and emotion, so that you can have an overall more pleasant experience of life. I mean, I think that's what we all really would like, right? Is to have a more pleasant experience of life. And I think the number one thing getting in the way of us having that pleasant experience is being afraid of our emotions, being afraid of stress, being afraid of the sensations that come up. And the reason we're afraid of those feelings and those sensations is because we misunderstand where they're coming from. Most of the time, there's no doubt that those sensations can be unpleasant, right? But most of the time, what we attribute them to is our value as a person, or we may recognize that that the feelings correspond with memories that we're thinking from the past. Maybe we did something, or we behaved in a way that, when we think about it, kind of makes us cringe or whatever. What you're actually feeling in that moment is not the event. What you're feeling is the thought about the event. Now that's good news. Why? Because thoughts are transient. Thoughts come and go. And in fact, the only reason they seem to stick around is because we get preoccupied and we tend to get infatuated with them. And the more infatuated we get, the more we kind of glue them into place, and then pretty soon we're acting and behaving as if that's who we are, and we take it on as part of our personality. And so if we begin to recognize that our feelings are just letting us know about the quality of thought that we're in that moment, we don't have to take those feelings quite as seriously, and we can kind of sit back and relax and let them move through us rather than holding on to them tightly. And even if we don't know where the feeling is coming from, it's always coming from the same place. It's always our body. It's either a reflection of conditioned thinking that we've had for a long time, in which case we can't really see the thought, in that moment, or it's from whatever we're thinking in that moment. I'll give you an example. Let's say that I'm about to go on a vacation, and I start thinking about, maybe I'm boom, it pops into my head. You're going on vacation. You're traveling, right? And all of a sudden, I guess, start to get like a nervous feeling. And it may seem like I'm just, not really up to going on this trip, right? Or, I'm just not, I'm getting weird feelings about it or whatever. Well, if I stop and notice what's actually going on, maybe I notice that I'm thinking about airport traffic, or I'm thinking about sitting on a plane for a long time, or I'm thinking about having to pack, right? So depending on what I'm thinking is going to determine what I'm feeling in that moment. So it has nothing to do with a future event that hasn't happened yet, and has everything to do with the story I'm making up in my mind. Now, if we can begin to recognize that more and more, we can begin to change our relationship with stress and emotions, and not hold on to those so tightly, not get so preoccupied with it, and really just begin to get back into the present moment. And the more we begin to do this, the more we begin to get accustomed to it, and the more we will find ourselves relaxing more and more, and sort of going into that state of flow, if you will. Right? I hope that makes sense. That's all for today. I'm going to be doing a series of videos, kind of getting back on the horse here. If you're familiar with my channel, I've got a lot of videos from years ago, and I'm looking to get back into connecting with you in this way. And if you like this video and this shorter format, please hit the subscribe button, hit the bell so you're notified of when I'll be putting these out. and always love your comments, and I do my best to respond to your heartfelt comments. All right, thanks again. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.